Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In case you are new here, hi, my name is Via and I am truly passionate about beauty, especially when it comes to makeup. In today's video, I am kind of going to update you guys on my most recent makeup favorites, the products that I have been completely obsessed about. And I am so excited to show you all of the products that I have here because I did not only found some like high-end gems, but I also found some drugstore incredible products and some products that are not really high-end or drugstore, but like the price point is very close to the drugstore side. If you want to see all of the goodies that I have here to show you, just keep on watching. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video in case you haven't already. For foundation, this was definitely the easiest thing to pick, and it is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I have been hyping this product for probably months now on my YouTube, on my Instagram, and it is honestly that good. This foundation has medium buildable coverage, it has skincare relevant ingredients, so it also adds to your skincare routine, and it just leaves you with this natural radiant finish that I have been completely obsessed with. And by the way, I also wanted to show you this brush. This is from Nita Beauty and it's one of their glitter edition brushes. This is the foundation one and it is the number 140. This is the best foundation brush that I've ever tried. It leaves me no bristle marks, it leaves me nothing but a flawless application. But anyways, I'm going to finish applying the foundation and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, the foundation is now applied. I went in with nothing but the brush and look at like both the application, like it is completely flawless, and the finish of the foundation. It is so beautiful. It looks so good in natural lighting, not only in studio lighting. If you are looking for a medium coverage foundation, I would totally hands down recommend this one. It is the best that I've ever tried. If you guys have been around for a little bit, you probably know already that I prefer to apply my creamy bronzer before my concealer, just because I honestly find it easier to sculpt my face in this order. And this product that I'm going to show you now, it is actually a recent favorite of mine, which is the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream. Don't get me wrong, I still love my Huda Beauty Tinture. It's not even in question, but this product is quite recent in the market and I've had the other one pretty much about enough by now. This one, I love the formula so much. It blends like a dream. The color is just perfect. It is a little bit more neutral tone than the one that I was using from Huda Beauty. I think this is more comparable to the Tinture but in the shade Fair, and I was using the shade Light, which works very well on me because I am pretty brunette. This is what the product looks like on the inside. I love this product so much, and the smell of it. Like, the smell of it is what gets me. It smells like sunscreen, so every time that I'm applying this, I think of summer. And you cannot go wrong with that. The difference between this one and the Tinture from Huda Beauty is, first of all, the amount. This has 19 grams while the Tinture has only 11. And the price. Like, you can find the Tinture from Huda Beauty for 33 euros if I'm not wrong at Sephora. While the NARS Laguna Bronzing Cream, you can find it look fantastic for like 38, 37 euros, something like that with my discount code. And by the way, I always leave everything linked and my discount codes for you guys down below in the description. I've been loving to apply it with this weird foundation brush. Like, this is from Japanese. When I was told that this is a foundation brush, I was very confused. But like, different people use different brushes and that's completely fine. But this was definitely new to me. However, to apply the creamy bronzer, I love it. Like, this is the best because it is very thin, so it gives you a ton of precision, and if you try to blend with it, it works pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. So what I like to do is to like slide the brush like this where I want to apply it. And even though I don't like to slide brushes on my face, like, I do it very gently, and since this product, it's very like a cream, you know, it glides on very nicely. I don't have to be too harsh with it, so it is okay. And I'm still going to blend it so I can remove any marks if I have to. I'm going to apply it like this. I like to build it little by little, and I'm pretty messy with my nose, but I figured out something recently. So if I do this like this on my nose, a little bit messier than usual, and then I go in with the concealer, it's like I can create a mess and clean it afterwards. So am I a genius? I might be. A little bit in here, a little bit in here, because I'm still working out on getting rid of this double chin. I don't really have a lot of body fat, but my genetics give me a double chin. Like, if I have any body fat, it will be on my chin. Okay, so I'm just going to blend the first part with this brush just to show you. Kind of for like the sake of demonstration. Guys, I gotta switch the mirror to the other side because this is my bad side of my face and this is the good one. and my face is my brand, so let me show you the good parts of my brand. But anyways, you can just do this. This product will give you tons of time to work with. Oh my god, the smell. I can feel the smell. Like, I know that some people prefer like unscented makeup products, but like some scents. It's like the chocolate palettes. Are they called the chocolate palettes? By Too Faced. But anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Those Too Faced palettes that smell incredible. I like it with the scent, you know? It gives me coconut, it gives me chocolate, and I'm here for it. Okay, I'm full of cat hair on my face. God damn. Okay guys, so I'm switching to this Japanese brush. This is the contour brush, the one that I have been using this one for like months now to blend my creamy bronzers. I'm just going to keep on blending it because I feel like this way it is much quicker. But if you want to use the other brush, feel free to. I have done quite a few makeup looks where I only use that one because this one needed to be washed. And it works so well. It just takes me a little bit more, like 20 more seconds, probably, I would say. This is the only part of my face in which I slide the brush. And you know why? Because this is a very hidden spot. This blends so easily. Like, I barely have to do anything and it is blended. Okay guys, so I gotta eat my words because I just lifted a very weird texture in here for sliding the brush. So ignore that, don't do it, it's not worth it.
Girl, don't do it, it's not worth it.
Okay guys, and now for concealer. Despite the fact that the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is still definitely a favorite of mine, as well as the Tarte Shape Tape, I found a more affordable option that I think you guys are going to be as obsessed about as I am, which is this one from Zoeva. I have it in 2 shades, and honestly the perfect shade for me is if I mix both of them. I honestly also like to build like this sort of gradient on my face that I go from like lighter to darker. Once again, as Look Fantastic with my code, you can buy this for less than 15 euros each one of them, obviously. These concealers, I don't know why they are not talked about more, because they definitely deserve it. This is the Authentic Skin Perfector Retouch Concealer. They have like medium coverage. They are very similar to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer when it comes to the amount of coverage they provide. And one thing that I love and find very unique about this is that they don't accumulate in fine lines. Like, obviously any product will indeed accumulate, but like barely creases, and it barely accumulates. Like, it is very comparable to the Shape Tape in that sense. Imagine like if the NARS Radiant Cream Concealer coverage married like the non-creasing aspect of the Shape Tape from Tarte. This would be boring. I don't have to bake with this concealer, I only have to set it with a little bit of powder, and I know that it's not going to crease. It sits beautifully on the skin, like it looks so good. It feels very lightweight as well, and it just gives you such a beautiful long-lasting finish. I love it. And by the way, to blend it, I am trying a sponge for the first time. This is also from Nida Beauty. They sent me the cutest PR package. I shared it on my Instagram stories. And by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I will leave the link down below. And actually, I have started a new account from scratch because the other one was giving me a ton of issues. Basically, I was getting so many copyright claims out of nowhere. And the thing is, like, I only use music available on Instagram. And I have like a creator account, not a professional account, so technically I can use like whatever music I want as long as it is not like used on a paid partnership. But like, I don't get it. Like, it has been giving me so many issues, it has been taking so many of my videos down, and it has been obviously hurting my reach a lot. And I was just like, okay, enough of this. Like, this account hasn't grown in months, and I have been putting all my heart and soul into it. And I know a lot of people who create new accounts and all of a sudden like they take off and they surpass the followers that they had on their previous account, and it is definitely a win for them. So I am hoping that the same happens to me. I don't know, I'm just claiming to the gods to help me out this time. I also like to go back in with this brush just to make sure that I have no harsh lines. I honestly hate seeing harsh lines on creamy bronzers and contour and anything like that. I take my time blending. And by the way, I am really liking this sponge. It is really good. I am going to quickly do my brows, and for brows I have 2 favorites to show you. So the first one has been a favorite of mine for years, and I have been trying like a couple of formulas throughout years, and this has like remained in my heart regardless of the other ones. This is still my favorite, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I use it in the shade Granite. First of all, I love the shade because it is the darkest, but it still has some brown to it. It's not really like gray and ashy, so it is just very good for my brows. and it doesn't smudge, it lasts all day, and it just looks so good. I love the formula so much, and honestly, it makes it very easy to apply as well. I also like the Precising My Brow from Benefit. However, I feel like this formula is just, it's a tiny little bit better, you know, like I truly love this. By the way, guys, I have like finished applying the concealer like 5 minutes ago, maybe a little bit more, and I don't know if you can see in camera, but like it has no crease. Like it just stays where you put it. I have no powder on, no setting spray whatsoever, and it just doesn't move. Like, and honestly, the finish is very beautiful, and I have been obsessed. Like, I wish you could see like my under eye area, and if it is creasing a little bit on my lids, I have very oily lids, so excuse me for that. Okay guys, so now for brow gel. This is a very affordable option, and jokes aside, it has been my absolute favorite for months now. And I have tried products from Benefit, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, you name it. But like this brow gel from Eyeshadow, I think it is called Eyeshadow, but anyways, this is the clear brow gel. This is so good. The only thing that I would kind of warn you about is that once it's new, a lot comes out of the package at once, but you only have to do like this to remove the excess. The reason why I love this product so much is that my brows are very wild, and this one like makes them stay in place so well and so much better than any other brow gel. And one other thing that I love is the brush that it comes with. I feel like this brush is a lot more stiff, so for someone who thicker brows like me, this one brushes my brows a lot better and just gives me the best result overall. Okay, so the last creamy formula that I have here is blush, and this one, it is probably not going to surprise you guys, and it is the Tarte Maneater Blush and Glow, and this one is in the shade Buff. For me, it is honestly my favorite shade of all two that I have. I don't have many, but like this one I really love. And the reason why I love this so much, first of all, I love the applicator. Second of all, it brings like a huge amount of product. By the way, I also love the Rare Beauty one, but I only have one in the shade Joy. And it is very good as well, but if I had to choose, like I would still choose this. And I know, it might seem a little bit surprising, but this is glowy. Like, I just love the formula so much. This product doesn't have like an insane amount of pigmentation like the Rare Beauty one has. Like, that one is very extreme. And you can only go with the tiniest bit possible. But like, if you blend this with a sponge, the sponge will eat you like more than half of the product, and you will end up with a very like faded like flush of color on your face. However, if you use a brush like this is another contour brush from Japanese. I have two, one for the creamy bronzer and the other one for creamy blushes. You will have the perfect payoff. This is such a good brush, and I just do this, and as you can see, like I still have a ton of color, but if I went in with the sponge, like half of it would be gone. This blends very easily, and it gives you such a beautiful glow. Even after the powders and stuff, this will still give you such a beautiful, delicate glow. It just makes you look like you are glowing from within. And if you saw the product up close, you would see that it has like these glowing particles in it, and I just love it. And it is also called Blush and Glow, so it also claims to give you the glow that it gives. Okay guys, so now for setting sprays, I always do 2 rounds of them, and the first one I love to do with the Fix Plus from MAC. I just feel like this really melts everything together and like into the skin. And then the second one, I use another one that I'm going to show you like when that time comes. Okay guys, so now for setting powder, this is not going to be new, but honestly, I have tried a few formulas, but nothing ever compares to this one. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. It has been my favorite for years now. I swear by this product. This will set your makeup, make it stay, and if you are an oily gal like me, I mean, I'm not really oily, I'm combination, but like on those oily areas, this really like helps me control the excessive oiliness and just helps my makeup stay regardless. It has been like definitely a favorite, and it will probably continue to be a favorite because this formula is really hard to beat. And by the way, I have a new favorite powder brush, which is this one from Zoeva. This is the 106. It is so big, so fluffy, and for the under eye area, I actually have a new favorite one as well, which is from Nire Beauty It is pretty much the same but way tinier, so it is very easy to get on those tiny areas. I mean, before the powder, just look at the glow. You know, let's just enjoy this for a second. But anyways, I'm just going to start tapping. Just going to quickly set the under eye area. Okay guys, so I'm going to enjoy the fact that my skin is a little bit more powdery right now to do my eye makeup, because that way if anything falls on my complexion, it's not going to be an issue. For eyeshadow palettes, I have two recommendations to do. So the first one is, if you are looking for an everyday eyeshadow palette that will not cost you a kidney, then this eyeshadow palette is for you. This is from Zoeva and it is the Together We Grow. I have this one and I also have the Together We Shine, which is more like on the mauvey side of colors. This one is more like earthy tones and I honestly love it. This formula is incredible, but first of all, let me just tell you the price. With my code, I look fantastic once again, which is like one of the easiest ways to purchase it in Europe. You can buy it for like 20 euros. So it is very cheap compared to high-end eyeshadow palettes, which can range like from 50 to even more. And the pigmentation is insane. Like, it is so good. It barely has any kickback, before you ask me. It doesn't have any fallouts. The shimmers are great. The colors are so beautiful. I just love the formula so much. And by the way, the mattes are super easy to blend. They will not give you a hard time at all. However, if you want something a little bit more outrageous, a little bit more out of the box, a little bit more sparkly and different, I have one eyeshadow palette that I wanted to buy for the longest time, and since I bought it, I just cannot get my hands off of it, which is the Rose Quartz eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty. This is what it looks like on the inside. Obviously, it also has some pretty great eyeshadows for everyday makeup looks, but like a good portion of the eyeshadows are not so everyday-ish. Obviously, it depends on your style. Let me just say why I love this eyeshadow palette so much. First of all, very pigmented, very easy to blend, great formula, and the shimmers. I have tried like several brands when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, but my favorite shimmers are always from Huda Beauty. I also have another palette, and the shimmers of Huda Beauty, they just beat any shimmer formula in the market. Like, they are so sparkly. They are so intense and they don't flake at all, okay, don't worry. And I don't know, they are just so unique. I never found anything like this. And the colors are very unique as well. But anyways, depending on your budget, you have two great options in here. You also have the Together We Shine from Zoeva if you prefer like more pinkish eyeshadows, kind of like this. But yeah, depending on your budget, on your personal style, you have two great options in here. I'm going in with the 228 from Zoeva. I know it is very surprising, but this has been my favorite blending brush over the years. I think I'm taking Evolution, which is this kind of more neutral brown shade, and I am blending it all over my crease. This blends very easily, and the color payoff is just incredible. I'm also running the brush with the same eyeshadow all over my lower lash line. Okay guys, so I am quickly going in with this Japanese brush and I'm going to add a little bit of depth to the outer part of my eye. And for that, I think I'm going in with Determination. I'm going for a more neutral makeup look and I'm just going to kind of like press it in the outer part of my lid, as well as kind of bringing it to my crease, but only like the outer part of it. Okay guys, so this is quickly becoming a night out makeup look, but honestly this way I can at least show you the pigmentation. Okay, so for the lid, I am taking this Morphe brush. This is the M210. I love this brush to apply shimmers. And I'm going to apply Infinity, which is this more like greenish shimmer. This is so beautiful, honestly. And I'm going to apply it on the first 2/3 of my lid, but I'm going to leave the inner corner for a brighter shimmer. Now with the same brush, but obviously clean, I am going in with Brilliance, which is this very light shimmer right on the inner part. Okay guys, so for eyeliner, I'm going to do a smoky eyeliner just because I feel like it is what suits my eyes the best and just keeps on giving my eyes a lift like I like it. I am going to use another Zoeva product. This is a Limitless Dry Eyeliner Pencil, also from Zoeva, in the shade Strength. This is my favorite eyeliner slash eye pencil that I've ever tried. I have every single shade of this pencil and most of them I actually have doubles. First of all, they are not expensive. They cost around like 12 euros. I'm not sure, but it's something around those lines. If you want to blend them, they will give you more than enough time for you to play with it, to blend it out as you like. But once they dry, they do not crumble, they do not leave, they do not fade, they do not smudge. Like, they are just incredible. And I am going to start like by tight lining my lash line, but like more in the outer part. And then I start drawing a wing, but nothing too precise because once again I'm going to smoke it out. I truly feel like at this point I need some spray on my face because I'm feeling extra powdery. To smoke out any eyeliner that I did using pencil, this is the brush that I always use. This is the 238 Detail Smoky Liner from Zoeva as well. I am obsessed with their brushes and it is dirty because yesterday I used it. This is so good, you guys. It has like the right size, so it gives you like the right amount of precision. It blends it very effortlessly. And by the way, I always go back and forth with the pencil and the brush just because I like to build things little by little. And this pencil, one other thing that I want to say is that it is the most, like, it is the smoothest pencil ever. Like, it glides on so smoothly, so it's not harsh on your skin. It just feels like butter. Okay guys, so for the last round of setting spray, the NYX setting spray with the dewy finish. I usually prefer the matte finish because it honestly doesn't mattify that much, but since I am more like on the oily side, I feel like that one works a little bit better for me. However, this one works incredibly as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't use it at all. And it's actually like my 5th package, and same for the matte one. But the matte one is already finished. I am waiting for my restock, which is coming on Monday. Okay guys, so now off to mascara. I actually have 2 mascaras that I really want to show you. And the reason being, I don't use one without the other. Like, they are so mind-blowing. They are so good. They are both from Benefit, and I feel like they combined, joined forces, and take my lashes to a whole new level. The mascaras are the Real Magnet and the Bad Gal Bang. This is the waterproof formula. It is the only one that I have, but I bet that the regular formula is just as good. However, there are 2 tools that I also use to elevate my lashes as well, and I feel like without those 2 tools, or without these 2 mascaras, things just do not work out. I need the 4 things to do like the whole lash process. The 2 tools that I'm talking about are both from Japanese. This is the lash curler. This is the best lash curler that I've ever tried. Like, it curls my lashes to perfection. It holds the curl. I don't know like how, but like this is very different and so much better. And then the lash separator. This will just remove any crumbles of mascara and makes the whole world of a difference when it comes to making the lashes look very separate, very natural, very airbrushed. So first of all, I start by curling my lashes using the lash curl. After curling them, I go in with the Bad Gal Bang. I feel like this is a great volumizing mascara. It gives my lashes sense of volume and it just makes them honestly just come to life. I'm going to show you the difference of only 1 layer. Okay, so this is just 1 layer of this mascara and it makes such a huge difference. After the first layer of mascara, I go in with a lash separator and I also go in with this tool after the 2nd layer. After the lash separator, I go in with the Real Magnet mascara, also from Benefit as I mentioned. This mascara gives you a ton of length. That's why I love to combine them too, because the Bad Gal Bang gives a ton of volume and a little bit of length, but mostly the volume. And then the Real Magnet gives a ton of length. So them together just give me like the best result ever. After the 2nd layer of mascara, I go in with a lash separator once again. Now for highlight. I never thought in a million years that I would like this product, just because when I bought it, I genuinely hated it because it was so expensive. Yet it didn't give me any payoff. I don't know what happened in the first time that I applied it, but then I learned how to use it. And it is so beautiful, and it is honestly one of my staples on my collection. This is the Bobbi Brown highlighter. This is actually, I think, the mini size, and it is called Pink Glow. I'm not sure if this is the travel size. This is what it looks like on the inside. Guys, this will give you like the most refined, natural, glowing from within finish that you have ever seen. To apply it, I like to use a more dense brush and a bigger brush. This is from Zoeva and it's one of their highlighting brushes. This is the 105. This is kind of like a mixture in between a blush and a highlighter, and it gives you a very soft radiance. So I don't keep it as precise as like more metallic or more champagne highlighter. So I like to use this to kind of like tap it on my skin, and I like to bring it like this. I also like to apply it in areas of my face that would naturally reflect light, like a little bit in here, the chin, and then on tinier spots I just use a pencil brush. This is from Zoeva and it is the 230 Detail Smoky Blender. I always apply a little bit on the brow bone. Okay guys, so that is it for highlighter. Now moving on to lips, which is our final step. There are quite a few lip formulas that I have been loving over the past few years. When it comes to lip pencil, which is the first product that I'm going to be applying, MAC lip pencils have my heart. This is in the shade Pearl. I also have Strip Down, which is a very kind of light brown shade. I have Chestnut and Cork, and I also bought Spice, which is arriving on Monday as well. And the more shades that I try from them, the more that I love the lip pencils. The formula is so good, even if the pencil is lighter, darker, like the pigmentation is always on point. They are so smooth on the lips. They like glide very easily, and trust me, my lips dry out so quickly. So like they don't need much to be completely dried out. And these just apply very smoothly. They are very gentle on the lips. The pigmentation is on point, like I said, and they do not smudge. And this is like the main difference that I noticed on these lip pencils, is that regardless of you eating and spending a lot of time with this on, they will not smudge, so your lips will never look messy. Today I am actually going in with the shade Strip Down because I feel like it goes a little bit better with the rest of the shades. I have been using this formula for, I don't know, I would say years now. Now moving on to lipstick. This is another product that is not going to come as a surprise for you guys. I have used this so many times that I've lost count. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream and it is in my favorite shade, which is the shade London. While this dries completely, I am going to introduce the last formula that I definitely want to talk about in today's video, which is a lip gloss. I have two formulas that I have been completely obsessed about, which is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss and then the Fenty Gloss Bomb. These two formulas are by far my favorite gloss formulas. This is more like on the affordable side, so if you are looking for an affordable option. This is the shade Ice, and then this is in the shade Topaz. And then in the Fenty one, I have kind of like the same shades. This is the shade Sweet Mouth and this is the shade Fenty Glow. I am going in with this one from Fenty. This is in the shade Fenty Glow. So yeah guys, this is how the gloss looks like. I honestly love the formula. It is very comfortable. It's not sticky. I love the shade. I love the shimmery finish to it. So yeah, this is definitely a favorite, but if you are looking for a more affordable option, the Maybelline one in the shade Topaz, it is very close to this one. So yeah guys, that is it for my current makeup favorites. As always, I am going to leave everything linked down below so you guys can check it out directly, as well as my discount codes for you guys to get some money off of your next purchase. And I just hope that you found my recommendations useful. And if you do end up purchasing any of these products, I just hope that you fall in love with the formulas like I did. But yeah guys, if you want to check more from me, I'm going to leave another video in here for you guys to check it out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you haven't already before you leave. Bye guys, and I will see you on my next video.